Okay, welcome to Wednesday morning's self-healing class. The format is that we do about 10 minutes of gentle warm-up exercises. If you're watching the video and you don't want to do the warm-up exercises, you can just go 10 minutes forward and you'll find the kind of meditation healing section. But I do recommend that we do these exercises if at all possible. You can do them in a very, very small way. If I say turn and look back over your shoulders, you can just make a minute turn, just very, very little movements, and imagine that you're able to turn all the way and look over your shoulders. So we can just begin by gently stretching out the spine, just looking over the shoulders, and then allow the body to flow into this movement. So the idea with the exercises is that it gets the chi flowing around our bodies. That's very important for healing as well, is to have blood and chi flowing well around the body. It's also a very good thing to start the day off with. We tend to, when we're asleep, the chi and the blood kind of pools in the muscles. It kind of slows down and kind of goes to sleep almost in certain muscles, the big ones in your thighs and in the backs of your arms and things like that. And so just getting the whole body moving again is quite a useful thing to do. So I do this exercise every morning, and I have done basically for about 35 years. Now I realize it. Yeah, some variant on it. I suppose I haven't done it every morning, but maybe I've done it for, 30 years of 35 years, and I'm still enjoying it. I think that keeping the spine fit is never a bad idea. So if you're able to do this turn, we're just letting the hands curl around the body and tap onto the side of the body. We're just tapping onto the liver, tapping onto the spleen, tapping onto the kidneys around the back, giving them a satisfying thump, and just letting the vibration go through this lower part of our torso. Something we haven't done for a long time is to tap the upper part of the torso. You can also take your arms and hit your shoulders. And when you do that, your forearms kind of hit across your chest. It just depends. It's less comfortable for women than it is for men, but sometimes it's quite a good thing. Also on the outside of the arms, just to get a tap there. And then you can work and tap underneath the armpits as well. And then let the hands come back down again and tap onto the lower parts of the body. So it's just nice to know that variation is there. And in fact, there's another variation which allows you to put one hand on top of your shoulders. And so if you're someone who's very stressed, perhaps just gently tapping your shoulders, getting them to release is also a good idea. So sometimes, very rarely, because I always forget about it, but sometimes I go up onto my shoulders a few times, and then I go to my upper arms a few times, and just across my chest, as it were, to my lower arms a few times, onto the side of the body, just underneath the armpits, and then eventually my hands work their way back down to my waist where they regularly stay. So there's a little variant there if you decide you might want to use that. Up to you. Okay, and then the second variant of this exercise is to stretch the spine out a little bit more. So if your spine does feel okay and it feels mobile and it's not worrying you in any way, you can slow this part of the exercise down a little bit and start to turn further. Look right back over your shoulder. Use your head and neck as well as the whole spine. So first of all, turn the spine and then allow the neck to follow. Sometimes this exercise can make you feel a bit dizzy because you're changing your vision so kind of rapidly. Just connect to your toes, squeeze your toes against the ground. Really, really feel how the big toes squeeze against the ground, the index toe, the middle toe, the ring toes, the little toes. Just feel them actually connect to the ground. Put your mind in your toes. Feel how the ball of your foot presses against the floor. Really experience it. So we put our mind inside our toes, and hopefully the chi inside our body starts to move down, and we feel less wobbly, less dizzy. So this idea of putting your mind somewhere else in your body, of actually experiencing your toes in this case, it's Chinese phrase, 一刀 means where the mind goes, the chi follows. This is really the principle of healing. So we're going to work with this principle later on with our heart. So the heart story is a deep one, and the heart is the key and the emperor of all of our organs, really, the central part. In the West, we've become very attached to the idea that the brain is the most important part of the body, but the Chinese don't have it that way. They say that the heart is definitely the most important part, and the heart and mind are one. And so we have the spirit of the heart, which is called Shen. The Shen resides in the heart, but we often do these exercises, meditations, I suppose, much more likely, with the brain, where you can imagine your Shen kind of going up into your brain and venturing out into the universe and then coming back into the body. And so Shen is this kind of connection that lies between the heart and the mind. But it can be very hard for your Shen to reside only in the heart. Very often your Shen is up in your head all the time, and very often your Shen is not only in your head, it's scattered out into the outside world, thinking about 1,000 things, connecting to 1,000 things, connecting to 1,000 people. And losing your Shen is one of the most common disorders in Chinese medicine. In its most extreme, it's seen as mental, what would we call it? Mental illness, effectively. The Shen would say that the Chinese would say that mental illness is a Shen that has been so scattered that it can no longer come back into the heart. The Chinese would say that the heart is in a condition where it can no longer contain the Shen. And so we're going to work with our hearts today. Okay, so let's let the whole thing slow down gently. Slow, slow. Never have to stop these exercises quickly. Just let them subside is much better. Very good. Now we gather chi. So put the hands in the earth and lift up. Draw the chi up above your head. And then gently pour the chi down through your body. Draw the chi deep into your belly. The chi lives behind your belly button. This is where we're really focusing the energy. And then when we release the hands, the chi flows down into the ground. So we just lift up, pour down to bring balance. So any excess energy in your head gets moved down into your chest, gets moved deep down into your belly where it's stored. And then we release the hands and the chi pours down your legs, making a beautiful chi circuit. Lift chi up and pour chi down. Normally 3 times is enough just to bring you back into balance, to bring your body back into a chi balance. We do a simple forward and back bends so we've rotated our spine. Next thing to do is forward and back bend it. So just lift the hands up in exactly the same way as we've done before. Bring up. And then what we're going to do is let the knees and hips drift forward and we softly lean backwards. And then stretch up. Gently backwards. And stretch up. Gently backwards. And stretch up. And then once more. Gently backwards. Good. And hands up into the blue sky. Let's do the forward bends then. Don't clamp your arms against your ears. We just kind of coordinate the arms and ears. So we tip over just the arms and the ears, which, as you notice, bends the nape of your neck. Then we move into the upper back, then we move into the middle back, and eventually we move into the lower back. So just let the body hang down as comfortably as you can. Doesn't matter where you get to. Just let the body gently relax and bend. And then can you try and soften the back of your neck as much as possible? So sometimes we try and keep our head lifted up, but in this case, we're really giving it up and letting it hang down. We imagine splitting our foot into 4 parts. The first one, just dip down in line with the tips of your toes. And then gently release that bend. Imagine a line that's drawn between the roots of your toes. Just drift down towards that line and release. Imagine a line that's drawn between your insteps. Drift down towards that line and release. And eventually, a line that's drawn between your heels, head back towards that, and release. Let the body just hang and relax for a moment. Okay, to bring ourselves standing upright, we lift our tailbones and point them right up into the blue sky. That sort of straightens your legs a little bit. And then push the tailbone towards the front of the body and start to roll the spine up, vertebra by vertebra. Halfway up, bring up your arms and your ears as one piece. That adds an extra little stretch to your neck. Slowly come up, stretch up, blue sky. Okay, so let the knees and hips drift softly forwards. You lean gently backwards and up, gently backwards and up, gently backwards, stretch up and gently back, stretch up. Arms and ears tip over, just bending the nape of your neck, upper back, middle back, lower back. Soften the knees, let the whole body relax down, soften the back of the neck. Don't hold any tension there. Tuck the tummy in a little bit. The body just hangs. So first of all, the line between our tips of our toes. Stretch gently down towards that line and then release. In line with the roots of our toes, gently stretch down towards that line and release. In steps, gently stretch down so you can see we get slightly deeper with each bend and release. And eventually back towards the heels or as deep as you comfortably want to go. Good, the body just relaxes and hangs. Let the tailbone lift up behind. Push the tailbone to the front of the body. Start to assemble the spine one vertebra at a time. Arms and ears come up as one piece. Gently up, stretch up, blue sky, chi. Knees and hips drift forward. You can softly lean back and up, back, stretch up, back, stretch up, back, and up into the blue sky. Okay, again. This time we're going to try and do it with our legs straight if possible, because that gives more of a stretch on the back of the legs. So if you can do it with your legs straight, that's great. So tip head, arms, ears over. Legs stay straight. Upper back, middle back, lower back. Legs as straight as possible. You may not hang down at the same level. It doesn't really matter. But it's just wherever you hang. Legs nice and straight. Okay, so same story. Dip down toward the toes and release. In line with the roots of our toes, release. In line with the insteps, and release. Back towards the heels, nice deep bend. And let the body hang and relax. Just gently lift the tailbone up behind. Push the tailbone to the front of the body. Roll the spine up. Bring up the arms and ears together. Slowly lift. Slowly stretch. Blue sky. Knees and hips drift forward. You gently lean back and up, back and up, back. Stretch up, back. Okay, hands up in the blue sky. Last time, legs straight if possible. Arms and ears tip over. Upper back, middle back, lower back. Body hangs down, relaxes. Back of the neck is soft and relaxed. Legs nice and straight. Okay, so we take our stretch gently down towards the toes and just hold it for a moment. Feel the back of the legs really opening up. And then release. In line with the roots of our toes, heading down and release. in line with the insteps, stretching down and release. In line with the heels, heading backwards as deep as we can. Relax and release, let the body hang. Lift the tailbone to point up behind. Push the tailbone to the front of the body. Start to roll the spine up and bring up the arms and the ears and gently stretch up, stretch up, stretch up. Blue sky, chi. Knees and hips drift forward. You softly lean back and up. Gently back. Stretch up. Gently back. Stretch up. Gently back. Up into the blue sky. Just draw the hands over the crown of the head and let the chi just gently pour for a few moments, as if you were standing in a beautiful torrent of chi pouring through your body. And then just release the hands down over the crown of the head, down the center line of the body, drawing chi down. The chi follows your fingertips, so it runs all the way down this central channel, which is called Ren Mai, all the way down to the belly button. Just press the belly button for a moment, all the chi connects deep in the belly. And we can reinforce that by letting the hands go. We'll just lift up chi and pour down chi. Draw the chi down deep into the belly. Gather again. And pour down. Draw the chi down. Focus the chi into the belly. One more. Okay, good. The last thing we do before we start our meditation is a few side bends. So you can see the process. First of all, rotate the spine, then bend it forwards and backwards. Now bend it sideways. Okay, so raise your right hand up and take a breath in. When you breathe out, just head over to the left-hand side and feel the right side of your body arcing open. Breathe in, lift that right hand up. Exhale, swap the hands over. Breathe in, lift up on the left. And head across to the right. Feel the whole left side of the body arc open. Breathe in, lift up. Exhale, swap over. Breathe in, stretch up. Head across. Breathe in, lift up. Exhale, swap over. Breathe in, lift up. And head across. Just do one more for each side. Breathe in, lift up. Exhale, swap over. Breathe in, stretch up. And across. Breathe in, lift up. Exhale, swap over. Lift up as you breathe in. And head across to the right. Feel the left side of the body opening up. Good, and then breathe and lift both hands up in the air. As you did beforehand, just let the hands just drift down over the top of the head. Down the center line of the body. Moving chi down, what's called the Ren channel. Drawing the chi all the way down to the belly button where you can gently press and connect. Then we release our hands. Okay, lift chi up. Lift up and gather. And pour chi down. Lift up and gather. Gently pour. Lift and gather. And gently pour. Draw the chi. Focus the chi into your belly. One last time, let's bring the hands onto the belly this time. So we lift up, balancing all the chi down through the body. So moving it out of the head, moving out of the chest. We aim for the belly. We just imagine everything going deep inside. Our mind settles deep into the belly. The hands settle on top of the belly. Everything comes to the center of our body here. So to get ourselves in the chi state, well, I find that doing those exercises gets us into the chi state anyway. I'm already in a chi state by the time I've done my exercises. The second I kind of started my exercises, I already drop into the chi place, the chi state. But I still like to use Dr. Pang's 8 phrases. It's a poem that he wrote that suggests each line has every kind of element you need to bring you into the chi state. The 8 phrases, they turned it into a song. The poem has 8 lines, 4 Chinese characters per line. The song has got actually 10 lines because you repeat the last one 3 times. But anyway, my intention is to sing it for you and then translate it for you. So it goes like this. Tao Tian Che Di Yin Song Yi Qiang Hua Jian De Jian Shen Chong Mao Yin Bo Chi Shen Yu Tai Kong Shen Yi Jiao Ti Jiu Shen Rong Rong Jiu Shen Rong Rong Jiu Shen Rong Rong. Feet connect through the earth, beyond the blue sky, out into the universe beyond. Head, blue sky, the heavens, and out into the universe beyond. In front and behind, left and right, we connect out into the universe in 1,000 directions. Let's our whole body relax. Let's our mind gently expand. The mind expands beyond the confines of the body. The mind expands out. This is us opening our shen and allowing it to expand out into the universe. Imagine moving across our solar system with our planet Earth and our beautiful moon. Imagine seeing the sun in the distance, our beautiful planets. Imagine seeing the Milky Way. Imagine seeing the vastness of our galaxy. Imagine the galaxies that lie beyond that. Imagine the enormity of our universe. Perhaps there are universes beyond as well, multiverses. How extraordinary. Your beautiful body, your tiny little brain, this moment in space and time that we exist in these billions of years of our universe. We're just a speck, a moment, a tiny, tiny, tiny being. And yet we can travel the vastness of the universe with this extraordinary brain of ours. Our Shen, our spirit, is able to fly. What a gift it is to be human. What a gift it is to be able to see the enormity of it all. What a gift it is to be able to travel in this way beyond the earthly bounds and feel the vastness of it all. Why would we bother? Why would we bother to expand out of ourselves in this way? Well, Dr. Pang tells us in his poem that the entirety of the universe is made of Hunyuan Qi. This is undifferentiated energy. The idea is that our consciousness comes in contact with this undifferentiated energy all the time, and our consciousness changes it, makes it from non-being into being. We are the creators of the universe. I think the main problem is that we don't know that. That's the beauty of being human. You don't know that you are actually the creator of all of this. You are part of God. He's not separate from us, someone who sits on a cloud somewhere. We are all God. We are all connected. We are all creating this beautiful universe together. But unfortunately, we're doing it in a subconscious way. We're crashing around the universe like 2-year-old children learning to walk, smashing into things, breaking things, falling over. We don't understand how to create the universe beautifully yet. But we're slowly beginning. We're slowly getting there. We are the light seeds, the people who are slowly understanding. And maybe we've got to the age of 8 or 9 or 10, whereas everybody else is at the age of 2 or 3. Perhaps we're moving a little bit forwards, but we're certainly not adults yet. We're slowly managing to figure it out bit by bit. We are the star seeds. We are the light seeds. We are the love that radiates through the universe. And yet we've still got a huge amount to learn. But that's the joy of this journey. That's the incredible joy of this universe. What a power. What a gift. What an incredible place to play. And so when we open out into the vastness of the universe, there is all this undifferentiated energy waiting to be worked with. And the story is that our universe is bounded, is contained within this vast layer of information. So your mind, generates information. Only the problem is that we're not very good at generating good information. The information we put out is a bit scrambled and garbled and confused. But the purest information of the universe lies on this kind of boundary between time and space and between our universe and maybe multiverses. The original information of you is here. So when we expand out into the universe, we realize we move into a place of infinite resource. and we move into a place of pure information, the pure information of you. We can bring back the pure information of how your body should be, of how it should function, of how your life can be. We can bring back the vast resources of the universe, as much chi as you would ever need. We can pour chi into the world. We can bring healing to every being. We can gather the vast entirety of the universe, the good information of the universe, and channel it back into our beautiful little planet. We can become the conduits for this incredible information, gathering this healing information. So what stops all of this from working well? Well, we have this incredible ability to expand out into the universe, and we have this incredible ability to draw chi back into our bodies. So this we can do. But we have these deep subconscious stories. Deep subconscious stories that keep on twisting, blocking, changing the perfect flow of energy. So maybe these stories are ancestral stories. Perhaps they come from our ancestors, perhaps directly from your grandparents or your great-grandparents. Uh, we don't like this country because they did this to my grandparents and they did this to your great-grandparents. So we have a kind of an ancestral story with these people. These people. See how I'm saying it? We don't like these people because they're not the same as us. I saw a beautiful quote. It was from an Iranian lady talking to, I think, a British or American person. She was saying, I'm just like you. When we sit down and talk, we get on incredibly well. We have no problem talking to each other. I'm like you. You are very like me. How far apart are you from your own government? I looked at that and I thought, yeah, she's right. We're so far away from our own government, but very, very close to every person in the world. She says there's more distance between you and your government, between me and my government, than there is between you and me. I looked at that and thought, yes, it's so beautiful and so right. Having traveled the world and met Chinese people recently, Mexican people, people from all across Europe, I see that there's such a deep connection between all of us and such a incredible distance between us and our governments. Anyhow, so here we have this idea that we can really be much more connected. But we have these stories that tell us that we're not. Our governments push the stories. Big business pushes the stories. It tells us that we're further away than anybody from anybody, that everybody else is a problem, and that we, have to stay together in our little group. Staying together means that you're not cooperating with the rest of the world. It means that you're cut off, and it means you're easy to sell things to, fear. It's easy to keep you in a fear state if you're in a little group huddled away behind a wall. In 𝐸𝐴𝐽𝐸, we break down those barriers and we open ourselves up. But so many of those barriers are inside us. Some of those barriers are from our childhood. Some of those barriers are problems that we picked up from our religion, from our doctors, from our schools, from our friends, from our family, from our own children, also from parents and grandparents, of course, and from all of the things that funnel through parents and grandparents to us, all of the country's stories, all of their own problems, all of their own fears distilled and delivered into our lives, into our heart mind. So I want you to put your hands onto your heart for a little while. Do you feel anything? Generally the answer is no. Very often I think about church services in the UK where the priest will say something along the lines of, today we will be taking our lessons from John chapter 12 or something like that. Today I'm going to be taking my lessons from Pink Floyd, Pink Floyd's song. It's called Comfortably Numb. This kind of sensation of numbness. So I hope numb translates. I hope you understand numbness in your language. I hope it's this idea of, not being able to feel anything. This kind of barrier that we hide behind. And being numb is fine. That's no problem. Don't worry. Sometimes we think numbness it's not even an emotion, but it is an emotion. It is the emotion of numbness that we feel. Blocking ourselves off, closing our heart down, stopping ourselves from having to feel anything. This numbness can last for a day, it can last for a week, it can last for a month, it can last for a year, it can last longer. But now what we're doing is recognizing its existence, recognizing this layer of kind of cushioning, this layer of protection that we've put round ourselves, put round our hearts to stop us from feeling anything. So congratulations. If you don't feel anything, you've encountered the numbness, and it's not a bad thing. Perhaps you feel everything really, really deeply and strongly in your heart. That's okay. That's great. Perhaps you can feel into your heart right now and experience that. That's also very good. But for a lot of us, there's this layer of numbness. And in both cases, it's still appropriate to work with the heart. Because if we have hypersensitivity in our heart and we feel every single thing very deeply, we need to develop a layer of kind of protection so that we don't always end up getting hurt in the heart. But if we have this vast cloud of numbness, we also need to find a way to break that down. Let's think about appropriate protection. Perhaps every morning you wake up in your house and you go to the window and you open the window and you open up some shutters and you let the sunshine come pouring into your house. You've made a choice. Someday it may be pouring with rain outside and dark and miserable, and you just don't want to open the shutters. That's also your choice. Some days you know there's beautiful sunshine outside, and you throw the shutters wide open and allow the sunshine to pour in. Again, your choice. For some of us, the shutters have been closed for so long, we no longer feel like we have the ability to open or the desire to open those shutters. Recognizing this numb emotion is a fantastic starting point. Recognizing this numb emotion is a great place to be. Recognizing that we've protected our heart is a great place to be. The defense against working with our heart is being busy. I don't want to listen to my heart. I'd rather go and write an email to someone. I'd rather go out to the cafe. I'd rather go to the gym. I'd rather go running. I'd rather go shopping. I'd rather eat something. I'd rather drink something. I'd rather smoke something. Anything to get away from thinking about this numbness that covers the heart over. Anything to avoid the realization that we've locked our heart away. Keeping ourselves busy to avoid noticing. We crash through our life, like zombies, walking mindlessly, crashing through. Anything to avoid having to actually work with the truth. The layers of wounding deep inside the heart. The ancestral wounds, the childhood wounds, the teenage wounds, the adult wounds. Anything to avoid working with those. Keep busy, run around, do some shopping. Anything we can to avoid those things. We live these busy lives, and by the end of the day, we're so exhausted because being busy exhausts our energy. We keep our shen outside, going round, doing a million things, leaking energy, just in the same way as a spending spree, leaking money, giving money away, your bank account goes down. In the same way, rushing around, being busy, avoiding the truth, spends our shen. This energy should reside deep inside our heart, but it doesn't want to be there. The heart is not a comfortable place for the shen to stay. You want to massage your heart a little bit. Perhaps you can just rub gently into the center of your chest, onto the breastbone. Hollywood has the heart across on the left-hand side, your left breast, but actually it's deep inside the center. In some people, it's a tiny fraction to the left, but most people, it's pretty much dead center. Sometimes the left side is slightly bigger than the right side, which gives us this impression that it's more on the left, but it's only fractional. The center of the chest is good. So we have this idea in science. It's a word called entropy. It's going from high concentration down to low concentration. Sounds a bit like osmosis, but it goes from high energy, breaking down. This is what our energy does on a daily basis. We build it up and then we run it down. By the end of the day, we're exhausted from being busy. It's because we've spent our Shen. So now just hold the hands on the heart. Bring the mind inside to the heart. It might feel uncomfortable. Just rest there in the heart. So what of you people who feel everything too deeply in the heart all the time? It's a kind of a reverse of numbness. It's a kind of too open, too able to experience every emotion. Somehow the shutters of the heart have got jammed open and now we can't close them. So sensitive. So are the shutters jammed closed or are they jammed open? What is the oil that makes the hinges work so that you can close your shutters and open them at will? That's about being balanced in the heart. That's about your Shen wanting to live in your heart, about it being happy there, happy to come and go with ease. The Shen has to feel protected. It has to feel that the heart is a safe place for it to be. So one way we can make ourselves safe is by shielding. We can imagine our 𝐬𝐞𝐥𝐟, the energy layer around our skin, as being strong, like a suit of armor, like an old knight, and he's got the metal, or a knight of old, should I say, not just an old knight, a knight of old, because we don't really wear armor these days. So I suppose you could think about a modern policeman with all the body armor on, couldn't you? Yeah, actually, I quite like that. The body armor, the things that they put over their chest. It keeps you protected. Perhaps you can be wearing some sort of body armor. But I like the idea of a knight, and he's got his metal armor all the way down to his toes, all the way up to the top of his head. You know, this beautiful, complete covering on his body of metal. And so it's about feeling like you have this armor on. And that is what the Chinese call the 𝐬𝐞𝐥𝐟. We imagine it being 2, 3, 5, 6 centimeters round our skin. So where the skin stops and we think the outside world is, that's actually where our energy field is. On your skin, this glow of energy round. It's created by your lungs. So we can think of our lungs strong and healthy. Think of our lungs working well. That's why doing our Tuesday exercise, lift you up, port you down, is so good, because it's a great exercise for the lungs, lift you up and port you down. Helps you to build up the lung qi, helps you to build up your 𝐬𝐞 energy around your body. But also we can just use our mind to imagine this beautiful protective layer of qi around us. So think of yourself with this strong, powerful, energetic field around you. Imagine your whole body glows like a kind of nuclear glow that we see in the Simpsons TV show, that kind of thing. Imagine that. There's a glow around your body, but this time it's an incredibly healthy, protective shield around your body. And then imagine a bubble of qi. You're standing in the middle of this kind of balloon of qi, a meter in front of you, a meter behind you, a meter to your right, to your left, a meter above and below. So you're encapsulated in this beautiful field of energy. It also protects you, but it connects you appropriately to the outside world. So every day it would be good for you to visualize yourself. The whole body is a being of light. The whole body has this incredible shield of energy around it. the whole body has this beautiful bubble around it. We call it your chi body. So the chi body, then the 𝐸𝐡𝐤𝐧𝐠, then your physical body, and then deep inside your heart. So when we have this layer of protection, it means that if you're hypersensitive, it's much more difficult for those emotions that affect you to penetrate your energy, because you now feel like you have a suit of armor on. But you'll notice when I talk about the chi body, I always say it protects you and it connects you appropriately, because we do want connection. And so in the case of our numb heart, it's allowing in the connections that we trust and want, allowing those to penetrate through the numbness. And in the case of the oversensitive person, it's filtering it and only allowing in the things you need at the right kind of frequency. So we build up this wonderful 𝐸𝐡𝐤𝐧𝐠 layer and the chi body to protect us. And it filters the information coming into our lives. So those of us who are protecting ourselves, feeling numb, not feeling the heart at all, we just get enough to come in, just penetrates in exactly the right way to start to let our hearts open up, providing oil for the shutters so they can squeak open gently and open your heart. And for those of us who are hypersensitive and just take on too much all the time, providing oil so the shutters can shut from time to time to protect us. So think about the squeaky hinges every time we open up the shutters, slowly becoming more smooth, slowly opening and shutting without any creaking noises, slowly being able to let the sunshine into your heart when you need it, and slowly being able to shade your heart, if you like, when you feel that it's necessary. Love your heart. Heavens above, it's such a beautiful part of you. Bring this deep love into your heart. Love your body. Gosh, we speak so ill of our body all the time, especially if we've got a diagnosis of some sort. The doctors say that this is wrong with me. My heart has got problems, or my lungs have got problems. I've got such problems with my knees. We constantly talk about ourselves in a bad way. Think about yourself in a more positive way. I'm healing my heart today. I'm healing the emotions of my heart. I'm healing the physicality of my heart. I'm healing my subconscious problems. I'm letting go of my subconscious problems. I'm healing my 𝐸𝐡𝐤𝐧𝐠 layer. I'm healing my chi body so that it functions really well. I'm healing my whole body. I'm letting go at a subconscious level of the stories that have made me feel numb, or the stories or the episodes that have made me feel hypersensitive. I'm slowly dissolving the clouds of numbness. I'm slowly working my way back to this deep understanding of my heart connection. I'm slowly making my heart into a beautiful place for the 𝐸𝐴 to live, for the 𝐸𝐴 to come home to, like some exotic bird coming back to roost deep inside your chest. Make it beautiful, clean and open so that your 𝐸𝐴 can come back. The 𝐸𝐴 wants to live deep inside your heart. It also wants to travel out and go and do things, but it wants to feel that it can come back and rest deep inside. It wants to move appropriately. It's a really important word, that, for us. So we spend our money appropriately. not unwisely. We use our Shen appropriately, not unwisely. So feel that you've now created this glowing, beautiful, red is the color of the heart, this glowing, beautiful heart deep inside. Feel that some of this numbness or hypersensitivity is just starting to drift away. Some of the layers are going. It's difficult to just suddenly fix your heart instantly. Sometimes you get the message and bam, that's it. Just in a moment, everything is right. Everything is healed. Everything is perfect. But for some of us, it takes a little bit longer. We just have to work with the heart every day, being kind and gentle, treating our heart like a beautiful baby, treating our heart like a little kitten or a puppy, treating our heart with the utmost care and kindness, and making it, cleaning it, repairing it, bringing it back. So this beautiful, beautiful place deep inside you can accept your Shen and allow your Shen to come back and live in it. Allow the shutters to open and sunshine to pour inside. Allow the shutters to close when they need to close. When there's a storm coming, shut the shutters. When there's sunshine, open the shutters. And just realize that the emotion of numbness is fine. It's appropriate. It's no problem. Just realize also that your hypersensitivity is an absolute gift, just to be gently balanced out. Just realize that this wonderful protection system that our body has, our 𝐬𝐞𝐥𝐟 and our chi body, that they're deeply important and that we must repair them. Sometimes I think that people's immune system is deeply affected by the power of the 𝐬𝐞𝐥𝐿, because things can just enter into your body with no problem at all. And now we build up that layer strong. Imagine your strong force field around your body, protecting you. Imagine your fantastic chi body connecting you to the outside world appropriately. Deep inside your body, blood and chi flow well. Deep inside your body, your heart glows, filled with love for yourself. We have to start with love for ourselves. So just tell your whole body, I love you. Just allow your heart to radiate love through your whole body. I love you. Feel that love penetrate every cell. I love you. Just know that there is this deep heart connection between you and I. I love you. From the bottom of my heart, I love you. Feel this deep connection. The whole of the world, I love you. The whole of the universe, I love you. Feel your heart is able to open appropriately. Feel your heart is able to give this deep love appropriately. Okay. So we come to the end of our beautiful meditation. Draw your hands down onto your belly. Bring chi deep back into lower dantian. Center yourself inside your belly. Lower dantian chi is abundant. Blood and chi flow well through your whole body. All functions of your body returning to perfect working order. All functions of your body are healthy. All functions healthy. Your body moving from this state to a perfect, working, healthy state. This is the journey of your body from deep confusion and disharmony to deep love and deep harmony. Make your body a harmonious entirety. So while we stand here, we feel the chi deep inside our bellies. This beautiful chi deep inside. Imagine that it can move up your spine and go all the way up into your brain, illuminate your brain, illuminate your eyes, your ears, your nose, throat, mouth, down into your throat, thyroid, illuminate with chi, down into your shoulders, pour the chi down into your fingertips. Chi moves down into the center of your chest. Your ribs are like a big chi hug. The chest, breast, filled with chi. Deep inside our lungs, functioning really well. The heart, the physicality of the heart, working really, really well. Deep down into our spleen and our pancreas, working really, really well. Into our liver, working really, really well. Into our kidneys around the back, perfect working order, strong and functional. All of the other minor systems, bladder and gallbladder, large and small intestine, the pericardium, heart muscle, all of these things working really, really well. All of the systems in your body, the whole blood system, the whole of the nervous system, the whole of your endocrine system working really, really well. Digestive system, urinary system, sexual system, the sensory system, the skin system. Well, we thought of the skin as a barrier, but think about your skin as this perfect layer, everything working well. And then the Wei Qi layer around it, we've worked so much with it, this strong, powerful Wei Qi layer around your body. And then the beautiful Qi body around the whole thing, this big bubble of Qi, strong, protecting, appropriately connecting. See yourself as this being of light, every cell in your body working well, every function in your body working well. You are healthy. You are healthy. All functions healthy. So put a big smile on your face. Slowly open your eyes. Release your hands. Bring a bit of movement into your body. So what needs to be moved today? Do you feel you need to stretch out? Do you need to bend? If you need to bend, then it's very important you do your bending really slowly, because sometimes if you suddenly like bend forwards quickly and then come up very quickly, you're going to make yourself so dizzy you might fall over. So we can really do our bending and our moving incredibly slowly and very, very gently. Take your time. Make it easy. When you feel you've brought about enough movement into your body, we can finish off. So to finish off, we say hao la. Hao la, if you translate it from Chinese, means good already. Everything we've done here, sorted, fixed. So we say hao la 3 times. Put our hands up in the air. I count 1, 2. Then we say hao la. Don't unmute yourself because you'll suddenly arrive on YouTube. Yeah, it's not a good thing. So stay unmuted, and we'll say I know you're saying hao la, so don't worry. Lift the hands up in the air. 1, 2, howla. 1, 2, howla. 1, 2, howla. Very good. So we finish off by making a little salute. Bring our feet together. In 𝐙𝐡𝐢𝐧𝐞𝐧𝐠, our salute looks like this. We bring the right hand up and the left hand down, pull the fingertips together, put the thumbs on the end. Oh, thank you very much for being here today. Thank you very much for supporting me. This video goes onto YouTube. Pass it around your friends. Hopefully everybody can subscribe to my YouTube channel. That would be lovely. And then I can bump up my subscriber numbers to 1,000. So I'm always looking for subscribers. And thank you very much for staying to the end. That's been great. Lovely to see you. Have a great day and hope you enjoy this healing. Okay.